Alright, hello! Welcome back to my guides on all the Kingdom Hearts 3 data fights that are on critical mode. Apologies, I know I said that I'd do Larxene next. She's giving me quite a bit of trouble to try no damage, but I still have Marluxia here. So she'll be coming, but for now, here's my Marluxia boss guide. Here is the timestamp that you should skip to if you want to see the no damage run. Let's get into it. So the first two moves Marluxia throws out are pretty predictable. They're always going to be the same ones. They'll follow each other in the exact same sequence every single time. The first of these moves is going to be 5 slashes, with the first 4 being dodgeable or blockable, and the last one being an unblockable, so you have to dodge that. Be sure that you dodge it appropriately, and as soon as you do, he's going to teleport in front of you and be open for a combo that you can unleash on him. If you manage to hit Marluxia's revenge value, he will either teleport away from you or come at you with an unblockable slash. Just dodge out of the way of it if that's the option he goes for. It's very well telegraphed, you shouldn't have any trouble with it. The second move Marluxia will always throw out is when he starts throwing his scythe at you. I found the easiest way to deal with this is to block the first 2 passes the scythe makes and then dodge out of the way of the third one, which is unblockable, and then immediately air step to Marluxia. Make sure that you don't have any of the flow motion finishers equipped here. I wouldn't have them equipped for any battle, to be honest. They have a bad habit of not connecting and sometimes leaving you wide open for a counterattack. So once his second move is finished and you've comboed off of it, his moveset opens up drastically. There's no longer like a guaranteed sequence of what attack he's going to throw out at you. This attack, I believe, is one of the trickier ones that he has in his arsenal. He's going to kind of pull you in while swirling his scythe around him, throw out an unblockable slash, and then pull you in again. Depending on your spacing to him, there's different ways that you should try and handle this attack. If you're far away from Marluxia when he starts gearing up the attack, you'll just have to move away from him, dodge out of the way of the incoming unblockable slash, and then block the next swirl of the scythe that pulls you in. If he appears right next to you when starting the attack, you'll want to have fast reflexes. Block the first swirl of the scythe, dodge the unblockable slash, and then block the second swirl of the scythe. Immediately following that attack, he's going to always jump into the air and come down, creating this huge shockwave that you'll have to roll through, or just air dodge over the top of. He's going to also emit this aura around him that's going to give him a full bar of armor, but you can quickly negate that just by throwing a fireball at him. Not only does the fireball take him out of his armor, but it does leave him open for your own combo, so be sure to do it. When Marluxia summons petals, don't worry about the petals, they're a complete non-factor. Be more concerned about the slashes he's going to start throwing at you. You can block the first, second, and third one easily, dodge the fourth one, it's an unblockable, block the fifth one, take a short pause, block the sixth and 7th one, and then dodge out of the way at the 8th one, it's also an unblockable. And immediately after you dodge out of the way of that 8th one, throw up a Thunder, which is going to stagger Marluxia and eliminate all the rosebuds that are in the vicinity around you. Okay, now this move, I don't know what to do about, alright? It fills my heart with despair every time this comes in. He's going to whisper in my ear that Sora will never be in Smash, and that's it. That's the game. I'm dead. You can't come back from that. What do? You're going to get this title screen, you're going to look at it and be like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm depressed. I'm going to go in there. Gonna just uninstall the game, delete it from my archives, break the CD, do whatever I gotta do. Jokes aside, I don't really know what he's saying into our ear, but it's not good. It puts a doom counter over our head, which is gonna act as a timer for us to get Marluxia's armor down to 0. If we can't do that, he's going to immediately win the game. General rule about the DM is to play at the edge of the stage. You don't want to be anywhere near the middle, especially when there's this orange light coming from the center of it, because a huge skull comes out that you can't block and it's going to absolutely decimate you. At the same time this doom counter is going down over the top of our heads, Marluxia is also going to be coming at us with his own attacks. So we have to fight this two-pronged battle where we have to bring his armor down, and we have to defend ourselves against his attacks at the same time. So how do we do that in a controlled fashion? By using iframes within our counters, and also utilizing a shot lock if we feel cheesy. When he starts his DM, roll away from his pull-in to stay at the edge of the stage. Block and reprise his first slash. Block his next 3 slashes, and then on his 5th and final slash, which is unblockable, reprise. That's going to give you some damage, and it's also going to give you iframes to keep you from getting hit by the unblockable. He will then immediately teleport to the middle of the stage. If you have the Oblivion or Oathkeeper, fully charge a shot lock on him, unleash it, and that'll bring his armor down to nothing, allowing us to dispel and get out of the DM. If you don't have either of those Keyblades, or if you just want to challenge yourself a bit more, You can shot lock immediately after you're done reprising that 5th unblockable slash. Air step to him, get in like half a combo, go back to the edge of the stage again, and do the same kind of reprisal pattern that you had done before. It's a perfectly viable method for getting out of the DM, and if you don't have either the Oblivion or Oathkeeper, it's especially useful to know. Sometimes he's going to throw out the DM without actually activating the Doom counter, and the strategy is the exact same. Block, reprise, and then air step to him and get a combo in. If he swirls his scythe around him and plants it into the ground, he'll do one of two moves. The first is he'll summon 3 pools of rose vines to kind of track you and hit you. You can avoid these just by walking in the opposite direction of them, and also dodging the 2 scythe attacks that he throws at you. The other more intimidating looking move is going to have him summon 4 large pools of rose vines. He'll then try and pull you into 3 of them before immediately hitting you with a flurry of scythe hits. Best way to avoid this move is to just glide away from the pools altogether, and then after he's done trying to pull you in for a 3rd time, block immediately, and on the last hit, reprise and get in your own combo. When Marluxia starts getting low on health, he'll change up his scythe throw attack a little bit. The first pass is still going to be blockable, but the second one is only going to be dodgeable. After that, you're going to want to jump into the air to avoid the massive AoE that he comes down with, while also staying clear of the rose vine pools that he summons from underneath you. When he finishes the AoE, you can shot lock to him and get in your own combo here. One other alteration he might have on the scythe throw is to do 2 of the normal attacks while throwing in a normal unblockable slash in the middle of the 2. Just block as you would a normal set of these throws and dodge appropriately, and you should be okay. Remember to air step at the very end to get a combo of your own in. When you've beaten him to his last sliver of health, he'll activate his final DM. He'll whisper in your ear again. Who knows what he's saying? Probably something along the lines of, Yensid still doesn't think you're a master. Who knows? Ignore the Doom counter here. We're just going to be dodging back and forth along these side throws for a little while. It's going to be an exercise in breathing, essentially. Just back and forth, steady the whole time. With 25 left on the counter, he's going to jump up in the air and do the massive AoE with the vine pools beneath him. Jump up in the air, avoid the vine pools, throw shot lock at him, and that's it. That's the boss. Even one of those projectiles hitting him will be enough to end the fight. That's going to do it for this guide. Stay tuned for the no damage run coming up right now. As always, if you found the guide useful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And just on top of that, thanks so much, guys. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, and I never thought when I started this series that that was going to be feasible for me. So it just goes to show that I've fallen into a really good community here. So here's to you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Ready? Back on! Settle down! Fall! It's over! Settle down! Ready? Ready? Settle down! Ready? Ready? Back off! So long! Settle down! Ready? Fall! The end is nigh. There's no hope for you. Ready? Ready? Back at you! Back off! Take this! Settle down! There! There's no hope for you. Ready? 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 Back at you! Take this! See ya! The end is nigh. Fall! Take this! There! Right! Ready? Yeah! So long! Settle down! Fall! Fall! So long! Ready? 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 Settle down!